Hey, welcome back to DIY Willie. Today we're going to finish up the assembly of well, it's not a Dell OptiPlex anymore. It's basically a custom build of the Gigabyte motherboard, the Fractal G case, the memory, the hard drives, everything. We're going to get it all into one package, and at the end we'll show it operating and we'll run through a quick video render. So yeah, with that said, let's get going on this video. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, thank you, bye. So this was my concern about with the memory. With the memory installed, it kicks the fan up a little bit higher than this one. It'll still work for the most part. It'll push air across and this one will pull air through. But yeah, that's why I couldn't use the RGB memory, because I wanted this like this. Now I could put this fan on this side and have the same process, but I want it right there. So yeah, there you go. Got the motherboard all installed, screwed down. Had to move a couple of the standoffs around. Yeah, it looks really good. I like how it fits in there. The I/O plate is installed. Looks really good. Yeah, now it's time to start connecting everything up. Alright, the fun part begins. Cable management. Here we go. It's all up and running. Everything's working perfectly. I was able to change a couple things around and get rid of some of the cabling down there for the power supply. Made it look a little better. I moved the drive cage over a little bit again to give the fan more room to put air in there. Tried to straighten out, where's the light? Tried to straighten out a little bit of the cable management. Everything looks really good. Looks really good. I would like to go with an AIO, like like a 240 AIO. I've got the room on top for it, and yeah, I would like to do that. I think a 240 would hit the cooling heat sinks up there on top, so I don't want to mess with a 240 or a 280, but I think a 240 will work just fine. So yeah, I'm gonna put the cover back on it so I can get some accurate temperature readings while it performs a render of one of my DIY Willy videos. So let's go ahead and start up the rendering. We've got the settings done. We have a video ready to render, and we have some things here to help us measure what's going on with the GPU, the CPU. It'll show how much of each device is being used, and we've got over here fan speeds, system temperature, and CPU temperature. So yeah, right now we're sitting at about 78 degrees on the CPU and 98 degrees in the system. So yeah, not too good at showing all this kind of stuff, but you can see what I'm using. And this came with the Gigabyte motherboard, and this of course is Task Manager. So I'm gonna go ahead and send this over to the render, and we'll push render and see how long it takes. Here we go. There goes Willy, doing his job. Good job, Willy. You can see it's showing about 4 minutes. It bounces between 4 minutes and 3.5, I guess. Up there it shows 3 minutes and 24 seconds. About 11% complete. As we're going through the rendering process here. Over here you can see we're at about 59% of the CPU, and GPU is taking about 70% of the load. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. Our system temperature jumped up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. There's 122. System temperature still looks okay. Oh, it went to 100 right now, and yeah, we'll monitor that. Showing I guess that's the clock speed of 4.3 megahertz. So yeah, kind of see what's going on with it. Temperature again is up there around 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Fan speeds are there. System fan, it's not a measurable fan, so the system doesn't see it, even though it is ramped up and spinning. So now we're at 40, well, there's a 95% GPU and about a 60% CPU. I hope somebody understands all that. I understand it a little bit. There's a hard drive activity going on right there. The memory usage, you know. So we're using what, 10 gigabytes of our 31.9 gigabytes. Yeah, it's doing all right. Temperatures, I went up to 138 degrees Fahrenheit. I've thought about going to an AIO on this system to kind of keep the temperatures down, but I don't know. The ambient temperature in this space, in this room, is probably about 80 degrees, 88 degrees right now. I have a fan running. I'm gonna try to take that sound out. I don't want it to hear it, but I have a fan running with me to help cool the room and the computer. We're down to about a minute and minute and a half, 59% complete. Yeah, about there. It's going. Doesn't seem to have any trouble with the transitions when it comes across them. This computer runs very well. I'm very happy with the setup I have right now on there. There's our temperatures, still 125 degrees Fahrenheit on the CPU. System is at 102. I have 120 millimeter fans on this. I have 4 of them and 2 on the CPU cooler. So I could go up to 140 millimeter fans. The case will support that. That may help with the temperatures a bit. And like I said, I thought about a 240 AIO maybe to help bring the CPU temperatures down. I don't know. I'm not sure about the dependability of this AIO coolers, and there's so many different varieties of them and brands. I can't take more than a 240 in the case because of the CD-ROM drive, and it only has place for 2 fans on top. So I can go with a 120 fan or a 140 fan, which would be like a 240 AIO or a 280 AIO. But the 280 I think would hit the heat sinks on the motherboard. Oh, we're getting close. Almost done. 14 seconds remaining. 94%. Go Willie go. All right. I think this is good rendering time. Yeah. All right. Let's end this video here. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. And we can see the temperatures coming down now. And I really appreciate you watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And, well, I'll see you next time. All right, bye.